Hey y'all, how you doing? Sunday evening, and you're probably wondering, what in the world is she doing up at 10 o'clock cooking? Well, let me tell you how that happened today, okay? So I'm outside doing some yard work, pulling weeds along like the edge of my driveway, that type of thing. Neighbor comes over and says, "Do you want to use my electric edgers?" It's like, okay. I've got like probably almost 3/4 of an acre lot. I walk mow everything and I'm on a corner lot. So I have a lot of sidewalk and a big driveway. That was a lot of edging. Holy mackerel. I am not gonna be able to move tomorrow. So anyway, yes, it's 10 o'clock at night and I am cooking. But what I'm doing is I have my granddaughters tomorrow and I am prepping our meal for tomorrow. It's so much easier to have my meal done when they're here. Makes it much easier when they're hungry. They are hungry. They want it now, right? I'm sure Caitlin can agree with that one, in that respect. So, of course, we've been trying all these recipes from our homecoming cooking collection, and that homecoming cooking collection, you guys, this is the bomb. I highly recommend you guys ordering this cooking collection. It's only $40, but the 8 meals that you're going to be able to make with this cooking collection, oh my gosh, you guys, they're amazing. And I don't know, I know it's late in regards to people watching me and stuff like that, and that's okay, in that respect, but I don't know about anybody else who've tried recipes with the new Wild Tree, but I will tell you that these recipes are awesome. And in all reality, I think they're better than before. And that's saying a lot because Wild Tree has amazing recipes. So I highly recommend you guys totally ordering this homecoming cooking collection. And with that being said, what I'm making tonight to prep for tomorrow is we are going to be having skillet chicken with mushroom cream sauce, okay? And I know that they're going to love it. I know Adeline will because she likes mushrooms. I'm hoping Aliana will. So we'll see, in that respect. But anyway, this is what we're making, okay? So I've already made the chicken, and basically for the chicken, these are 5-ounce chicken breasts. I get them from the market in that respect. But what I did is I pounded down the chicken breast to about a 1/4 inch thick. So if you guys can see that, there's 5 of them in there. I already pre-cooked those, okay? So I pounded those down to about a 1/4 inch. I put some of my basil pesto grapeseed oil. That's the oil that I have here at home, and I love it with everything, so it doesn't matter what flavor you're using. But I took a basting brush and put oil on every piece of chicken, and then I took my garlic galore, which is an amazing product. I went ahead and put about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons and just rubbed that all over the chicken breast. And then what I did is I actually put them in my frying pan and I fried them for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side until they browned. And now what they're doing is they're having me put them aside with a cover on them so they are going to stay warm, and that's what I'm doing. Now I'm going to be making the sauce. So what I did is I'm using the same pan because I want to go ahead and get the flavor from the chicken that was cooked previously. So I am adding, it calls for, a 1/2 of a red onion, and I am not a big onion person, so I had just a small Vidalia onion, and I'm just putting a little bit of that, and it's definitely not half. So for me, it's probably going to be about, not even a 1/4 probably, but I'll still get the onion flavor, okay? I'm also adding an 8-ounce package of portobello mushrooms. I buy them whole, I wash them, and then I slice them. So I'm going to be adding this to the pan, and I had 2 tablespoons of butter melted in that pan before I added this, okay? So I am going to be cooking this, and don't mind me because I'm looking at my recipe that comes with this home cooking collection. And you guys, it walks me through step by step. Can you see that? You can't go wrong, okay? All right, so I am adding the mushrooms. I'm going to be adding a teaspoon of our Rancher steak rub, and of course you guys know our Rancher steak rub is probably one of the top selling products that Wild Tree has. That's going to be my guess anyway. So, yeah, so needless to say, you know, I feel bad. I have a friend who came to my house to get some European garlic dipping oil because him and his wife love it so much. So he drove out and he knew that I was going to go live at some point. I wanted to see when he was going to be here, you know. And he got here a little bit later, but yet I was still working outside. And he goes, man, I thought I was going to be able to taste some of your awesome cooking, you know. So Wayne, I owe you one. I felt bad that I didn't have everything done. So next time we'll have to time it so you guys can taste something new that I'm making, okay? I will make that deal with you. All right, so basically I'm gonna let these mushrooms and onions cook down probably for about 5 minutes. Let's see, put my top on here. But in the meantime, I can tell you a little bit more about these collections and some other things that I'm gonna be making this week. So keep your ears and eyes peeled for when I'm gonna be doing some more live demos this week. The 3 meals that are on my radar to make is going to be our zucchini rollatini, okay? Our zucchini rollatini, and of course it's like little lasagna roll-ups, but of course you're not using the noodles, you're using sliced zucchini, and that is right up my alley, you know, for those that know me as well, okay? Make sure I'm gonna be timing this for 5 minutes. I'm also gonna be showing you, because I'm an empty nester, you know, and that's another reason I'm cooking tonight at 10 o'clock at night, because I can, okay? Being an empty nester, I don't have any rules, in all due respect. I can cook when I want, I can eat when I want, and all that jazz. So, just saying, okay? All right, but anyway, what I was gonna say, because I'm an empty nester, is I am actually gonna be showing you, is I'm gonna be making this, cutting the meal in half, because it's just me, right? I don't need to make a big full meal, okay? So I'm gonna be showing you how I do that. Another meal that I'm gonna be making this week, because I'm such a salad lover, and it is going to be our taco chicken salad. This is actually also one of my meals in my ready-to-cook meal kits with Lori's Clean Cuisine. You can actually, I do those at the Flint Farmers Market, but people that live near me, you can actually order those on my Square site, and I can have your meals ready to go, so you can just throw it together and make that very, very easy for your family. Okay, it's kind of like on a HelloFresh basis, okay? So that is one of the meals on there, and it is going to be delicious. All right, so when we have another cool day, okay, I am going to be making our lasagna soup, okay? And the lasagna soup, I just basically use my lasagna skillet meal. And in all reality, that's the same item I'm going to be using for the zucchini rollatini as well. Okay, it's going to be from our lasagna skillet meal. So I'm anxious to show you guys that. And that's going to be this week at some point, and I'll kind of let you know when I'm going to throw those together, okay? All right, so we've got another about 2 more minutes, but I'm going to actually stir this up. All right. You guys see that here? Doesn't that look nice? Looks really good. I love portobello mushrooms. And of course, you know, I'm grabbing all the crumbs that was on the pan from cooking the chicken too, so you're going to be getting that flavor as well. So this is going together really, really easily. I'm just going to put the cover on for about another minute. So you guys have heard me talk since I've been back to Wild Tree. You guys have heard me talk about, you know, think about becoming an advocate. If you are somebody that loves to take pictures of your food, okay, if you're at a restaurant, even if you're at home, if you're at lunch at work, and you are snapping pictures and you are putting them on social media, you need to be an advocate, because this is what we do. Okay, and why not get paid for it? Why not put some extra money in your pocket? Okay, so think about that, you guys. And the reason I want you to think about that extra hard right now is on Tuesday, we are having Leslie, our founder of Wild Tree, is actually going live on our Facebook advocate group, and she is going to be doing a little opportunity segment for you guys. So if there is anybody out there that wants to see this video live on Tuesday, do me a huge favor, PM me, text me, call me, comment on down here below, and let me know you want to see what she has to say, okay? And I'm going to add you to that group. But you have to let me know, okay? Because that group is a private group, okay? All right, so now that my mushrooms are done, let's go to our next step. Okay, our next step, now that the mushrooms are done, I am going to be adding 3/4 cup of, I use organic low sodium chicken broth. So I'm going to be adding that to the mushrooms. Okay, let's see here. And I'm just going to be stirring it, you know, and doing all that, getting all the crumbs just like I mentioned I was doing before. I'm reducing the heat to medium-low. Actually, it's already on medium-low. I'm going to be stirring in. It calls for heavy whipping cream. I'm not using the heavy whipping cream because I think the lactose and dairy has been giving me some issues lately. So I am actually just using my lactose-free 2% milk, and I am hoping that's going to work. I don't see why it wouldn't. You know, we're going to be thickening this up with a little bit of cornstarch as well. So I think we're going to be good to go. All right. Let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing anything, you guys. So bear with me while I read this. Let's see. Okay, stir in heavy whipping cream. I'm going to be doing that. And I'm also going to be adding 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard. That's a tongue twister this late at night. But Dijon mustard, oh my gosh, Dijon mustard can be a tongue twister, yes. But when you add it to cooking and add it to meals, it just gives it a little bit of tang, and it just gives it the right amount, and it's just really, really good, okay? So trust me on that. All right, so I'm gonna be adding in my milk. Hi, Cindy, I see that you're watching me. And Carrie, how are you doing? Gosh, it's been a long time. All right, so let's add our Dijon mustard. I know Carrie, you're pretty busy. You've always been busy with work or anything, and you've always loved Wild Tree. You have to try this cooking collections. I think you'll really love them. And for you to have easy meals for you to make, you know, that could be something that you might really like. With all this COVID and with everybody cooking more at home, you know, in all due respect, a lot of people are tired of thinking of what to have for meals. So use this cooking collection to give you some ideas as well, okay? And I'm not kidding when I say that these meals are just better than what they've ever been before. My thoughts. So, you know me with Wild Tree previously. I mean, their recipes were amazing. All right, so we're gonna let that cook just for a little bit. Let's see here. I'm gonna be mixing together now. I've got 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. I'm gonna mix that with 2 tablespoons of water. All right. All right, so we're gonna add the cornstarch to our liquid here. And we're gonna be kind of whisking it together. You guys see this okay? I'm gonna be adding the cornstarch. What that's gonna do is that's gonna thicken it. And like I said, I used regular milk, so if it doesn't thicken it, I'm just gonna add a little bit of cornstarch, but I'm not gonna add any more water because I wanna keep the flavor. I'll just grab some juice that's already in this pan here. So hopefully this will thicken up a little bit. All right, so now what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be adding the chicken breast. I'm gonna be putting that back into, on top of the liquid, and we're gonna let that cook just for a little bit, just so it thickens up and it warms the chicken back up, okay? And let me grab a fork, sorry about that. All right, so I am grabbing a fork, putting this chicken back in here. And like I said, these chicken, I've already pre-cooked them. I cooked them 3 to 4 minutes on each side. And they are coated with our garlic galore seasoning and basil pesto grapeseed oil. Again, you can use any flavor grapeseed oil. Roasted garlic is another one of our favorites. And I know that's the one that Wild Tree recommends with this recipe. I'm going to be adding the juice to that as well. I'm thinking that'll be okay. All right. Okay, so let's put the cover on that. Let's just let that simmer a little bit. Okay. So again, easy peasy, you guys. These recipes are super, super, super simple. So as this is thickening up, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be serving this and again, I'm not eating this right now, okay? Just because, of course, it's so late and all that jazz, but this is our meal for tomorrow, okay? So what I'm gonna be serving this with is steamed broccoli, okay? And the steamed broccoli, of course, many of you know that Rancher's steak rub is an all-purpose seasoning, so that is what is on my steamed broccoli, and it is absolutely wonderful. On cucumbers and tomatoes, Rancher's steak rub, I love it. So I got this beautiful tomato from the market, and that is actually going to be part of my portion. The girls will have cucumbers because they don't like tomatoes. So I'm going to be basically putting a little bit of Rancher's steak rub on that, serving that with our meal too. So we are going to be having a wonderful meal with our chicken, our broccoli, and some cucumbers for the girls again, and tomatoes for me. And of course, the girls and I are gonna pick some more raspberries tomorrow. I've got some wonderful raspberry bushes right now, and right now it's at the fall season for them, and I get really big raspberries. So today I just picked a bowl full. We'll probably get the same amount tomorrow. It'll be more and more, you know, probably within the next few weeks. Maybe I can get enough to make a whole pie, or maybe make some jam. I know Johnny's been wanting some jam, so I will do my best to honor that for him. Okay, guys, as you can see here, the chicken is basically bubbling a little bit, so we're gonna let that cook. Let's see here. Just for about 5 minutes until it's reheated, until the and then the sauce is going to be thickened up. So that's it today. I'm not actually going to put it on a plate just because I will show you what our meals look like tomorrow when I put our plates together, okay? But super simple, guys. Go on my website, check it out, and just check out the different collections. Another thing I want to mention before I go, we have our new and improved Club Wild Tree. And Club Wild Tree is amazing because it's basically a loyalty club for you that you join, and you have products sent to your home every single month, okay? And the amount that you have to order every month, minimum, is $49. $49 is a cooking collection, the new ones every month. Remember, a new cooking collection is coming out every single month with 8 new recipes, okay? So your Club Wild Tree order could be the new cooking collection for the month, and maybe a bottle of grapeseed oil, or maybe some shakes, or maybe, you know, a couple other favorites that you ran out of. You know, the choice is yours. You are in control of what you order every single month, okay? But here's the cool thing. You're going to be earning rewards. So when you are a Club Wild Tree member and you're sticking with that for 6 months, you're earning 10% back in rewards. And those don't expire. You can use them at any time, okay? From 6 months to 11 months, I believe, it is 15% that you're going to be earning back, and then 12 months and above, you are getting 20% back in rewards of your monthly orders. Another thing to think about too, there may be some times where maybe you have a birthday or maybe you have a wedding coming up and you want to give them a basket of goodies, you know. So one thing that you can do is add that as your Club Wild Tree order. If you get it past $100, you're going to earn free shipping as well. So there's going to be some great perks at being a Club Wild Tree member. All you need to do is make sure you go to my website, okay? My website is super, super easy for you to remember, and I did that on purpose. It's just wildtree.com/Lori. That's it, wildtree.com/Lori. Okay? When you get there, make sure you register as a customer. Okay, make sure you go ahead and do that because we have a brand new email system. And the cool thing about the email system is that the more you interact with it, the more it actually gets to know you. And the more future emails are going to be more designed for your needs and what your family likes. So go ahead and play with those emails and click on those buttons that come with that and have fun with it. All right, guys, I know it's late. It's 10:30. My chicken is done. I'm going to be taking that off the burner. I will show you last minute what it looks like. And it thickened up real nice. I can already tell. Oh yeah, this is real super. All right, let me show you real quick what this looks like. Perfect. All right, make sure you guys can see this. My hands are killing me from doing all that pulling today. All right, see that? Isn't that wonderful? All right, guys. I've taken up enough of your time. I appreciate you guys being here with me. Who else do we have on? Hi, Caitlin. So what do you think? Do you think the girls will like this? Or maybe I should get something together for your lunch tomorrow. I think that's what you said on here, right? Oh, there you go. So yes, plenty for your lunch. All right, guys, have a sweet night. All right, take care. God bless.